Come on, the cards. Hello, lads and ladies. How are we doing? Back again. Another League One live roundup. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Let me know in the chat down below. Looking forward to discussing Tuesday's night's action. Over 12 games, every team in action. Some big results, really, especially at the bottom and at the top. Some wins, some teams getting crucial wins. And again, there's a couple of teams maybe a little bit on the slide. We're going to have a look at them in this video. We are going to go on a special kind of notice to Shrewsbury, Charlton, Crewe and Doncaster, who currently are our bottom four at the minute. And we're also going to have a look at Portsmouth. We'll come to that in a minute. I hope you're all well in the chat. Let's see who we've got in here tonight. Hello, James. Hello, the Memorial Fleetwood. Hello, Paul. Hello, Mother. Hello, Emily. Thank you for joining again. I appreciate that. Hello, Father. Hello, Tony. Congrats to MK's result yesterday. And good luck to Reading tonight. Hi, Ben Games got lucky. We'll come to that in a minute. Hello, Roy. Hello, Costa. How's the biggest player? Right, we are going to get that into that in a minute because I said to my dad last night, it looks like he's playing it right centre half here. It's only since I've watched a little bit of the game back. And anyway, we are going to start off with the results as we always do on this channel. I don't really want to talk about a few games, but we're going to have to talk about all 12. So keep your comments up, keep your questions. Every 3 or 4 games, we're going to come back to the comments. And if you could give this stream a like and subscribe, getting closer to 7,200. The results are ticking along at the bottom of your screen. And we are going to start off with Cambridge United, who, again, have drawn the last 3 games now, I think. But no winning 5, but drawn the last 3. So when you look at the last 2 teams that they played, Sheffield Wednesday at home and Ipswich at home, it's a very good result. 2-0 down at the weekend, 2-2, 1-0 up. Then Deli Bashiru gets a goal. It's his first goal of the season. It's actually Williams' first goal. So a kind of a game of first, really. Wednesday have only won 2 in 9, which is a worry. I know they've drawn most of those, 5 or 6 of those. But Sheffield Wednesday should not be drawing games in League One. They should be winning every week. And that is standards that should be set. They've got certain players that, levels above League One. Your Barry Bannons, your Peacock Farrell's on his day, your Dominic Iorthas, your Hutchinsons, your Barry Bannons, Lee Gregory up front, who's a very good League One striker, can cut it the championship. He's proven for many, many years. But again, good point for Cambridge. Kind of settles them into the midway in League One, the 16th at the moment. They're on 15 points, 4 points clear. So it is a good result. They do need that victory, though. I would find, again, I've got a tricky tie on Saturday against Shrewsbury away from home. So should be looking at to winning that. But Wednesday, how they're still in touching distance of the playoffs, I don't know. They're only 2 points outside, so it's not a doom and gloom. They're 8 points off Sunderland already and played 1 more. They're 9 points off top of the league. By the way, after 3 games, they were top of the league. So it isn't great. It isn't great for them. Sheffield Wednesday fans, let me know your opinion down below. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Charlton 2, Accrington Stanley 3. Now, I have no words on Charlton Athletic anymore. Accrington Stanley had won 1 in the first 7 away games. Only drawn 1 of those, lost 5. It's the second away win of the season. Pell got 2 against his former club that he grew up at. And Ethan Hamilton got the other one. And Pell actually got the assist. So what a sign he's been from Colchester. Stockley did score for Charlton and it was a Morgan own goal. But this Charlton side, they've won 2 in 13. They've lost 8 games. Charlton have lost 8 games out of 13. They've conceded 23rd. That is the level with 3 teams on that in League One. It's the second worst in the division. You really think that is acceptable? You really think that's acceptable? It really isn't acceptable at all. Adkins, it's just an Adkins side. Soft, vulnerable, easy to get at. Get in the face and you score. concedes goals, flaky. I don't personally believe it is in my curriculum or in my opinion to say when a manager should leave a football club or get sacked. But if nothing happens at that football club, nothing drastical changes at that football club, Charlton Athletic will go down. They will go down. They are not too big. They're not too good. I don't think there's one single player in that dressing room that is too good for League One. Maybe a couple at top end League One. McGilvery, Stockley's a decent player. Other than that, should they be in the top 6? I don't think so. Should they be challenging for the top 6? I'd say so, yes. But to be on 9 points after 13 games, they scored 15 goals. They've conceded 23. They've lost at home. They've only won once at home all year. Oh, beat Fleetwood, I know that. They're the better side that day. Fleetwood were awful. Fleetwood were horrendous. And I know you've got to give managers time. And I get that. I really get that. But nothing's changed. Nothing is going to change. Every time, they beat Crew. This is the turning point now. They get a point here. That's the turning point. They beat Fleetwood. Here we go. Here's a turning point. Good performance, that. Still, it's not. Every time he'll get one game away and he'll win. And I just think, how long can Charlton Athletic give it? I'm not sure. Come back to Charlton, but a great result for Cheltenham. It's their second back-to-back victory of the season with a 3-1 win. Again, they did go 3 without a win. They lost 3 in a row to Rotherham, Wigan and Sunderland. So I don't think needed to worry just yet. They got a great result at the weekend, winning by 1-0. And Kyle was Sell on the score sheet. This time it was Sericum and Kyle Joseph, the former Wigan Athletic man, getting a brace. It's a very, very good result. They are now 7 points clear of the bottom 4. We're 13 games in. That is an outrageous gap. I know they got 6 in the last 2 and it can be closed at any time. But for them to keep that level of performances up, for them to keep grinding out those goals, grinding out performances, Duff's a very good manager. I'm not surprised. And then for them to be as close to the playoffs as they are the bottom 4, after spending very little money, after the business being very little, is an outrageous achievement. This season, they played 13. They've won 5, drawn 3, lost 5. They've lost 3 in a row. I think they conceded, 5 to Sunderland. They conceded quite a couple to Rotherham and Wigan. But did that faze them? No. They've come back. And everything we say in football, in my opinion, that strong mindset, that mental toughness, that physicality that you don't want to go down, you're not going to get beat. We are here to fight. And that fighting spirit that we're going to go all the way is an outstanding thing to have. And that is what Cheltenham have. That is what Charlton don't have. That is what Doncaster don't have. That's what Portsmouth don't have. They're a joke at the moment. We'll come to them in a minute. I'm absolutely fuming with them. Embarrassing. I look at the bottom 4 and I think Shrewsbury, Gillingham, Fleetwood, for the sins, maybe not as good as they have been in previous years, but they've got that little bit of fighting spirit where they don't go down, they don't get rolled over, they'll bounce back. They're still playing for the manager. Morecambe, again, worried for them at the moment. They conceded 10 in the last 3 away games, 3 to Cheltenham, 3 to Burton and 4 to Wickham. And to be fair, they have scored 6 in those. So you score 6 goals in 3 away games and you're coming away with 0. You're going to be worried. At home, they are very reliant. They're only on 14 points. They're only 3 points clear. They do seem to be a side that get a win out of nowhere. And they're kind of an odd bunch, really, Morecambe. Plymouth come to town on Saturday. We'll come to our predictions in a minute. They've conceded one of the most goals in the division. I think it is the most on 24. Adam Phillips got the goal. I think he's been excellent since coming in. Him, Ganoa and Stockton. But defensively last year, that's why they won a lot of football games, because they weren't winning by 4 goals. They weren't winning by 3 goals every week. A lot of their wins last year were 1-0s or winning by 2. And the defence was sound. I think losing Sam Lavelle is a big miss. I know obviously he's not done bigger and better things at Charlton. He scored 2. I think he's probably been I think he's been, in my opinion, Bar McGilvery, their best player this year. And he only came in 6 or 7 games ago. I think they are missing him. I think they're missing Sanogo in midfield, who they had last year. He was a bit of a leader. But Morecambe, again, he's never been relegated. They're here on a jolly. And again, if they go down, they go down. They've got nothing to lose and absolutely everything to gain. Jesus, I sound like Joey Barton saying that. That's everything he used to always say. Crew 0, Sunderland, yes, reserves 4. Sunderland, like 7, they've got 7 or 8 injuries out at the minute, and they're winning 4-0. At the weekend, Sunderland fans weren't happy with the performance, but I said to you, you draw that game 1-1 or draw 2-2 a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You were soft, flaky. You had probably, in my opinion, a better squad. But this year, you've got a squad of winners. You've got a squad with a good mentality. You've got a decent manager. You've got a good squad overall. I don't think you've got any. McGeady's got maybe a chip on his shoulder, but he loves that football club. He loves Sunderland. He will be 75 and he'll still sign 1-year deals if Sunderland are in League One. That's how much he loves that football club, and he'll give everything for the shirt. But a few years ago, they had players still, I should be in the Championship. They haven't got that now. They've got a good fighting spirit, and I love that from him. And while they've got that, they're going to absolutely storm it. 12 games, 9 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats. You know something? It's special what they've got at that football club. 24 goals, 12 conceded, 28 points. I really think this is Sunderland's time. Plymouth, Sunderland are coming for you. Wickham, Wigan, Rotherham, they can't slip up. This Sunderland side next. I do believe, Sunderland fans, I'm a bit of a curse for bigging up a team and them losing the next game. I am basically the Drake equivalent to League One. Gets a picture with a famous sports on the team loses the next game. We're going to come to your comments. We're a third of the way through the roundup. Thank you very much, Simon, for the £1.79 super sticker. I appreciate it, mate. As always, I don't think our team is that bad. I just think League One, Steve Bruce is holding them back. I want to get on the section of Grayson for a couple of minutes in a bit, because I've got a bit of a different opinion on him to everyone else, if I'm honest with you. Very good start. Getting the Argyle. We're coming to Argyle in a minute. Great win for the Wombles. Brilliant win. 1-0 away from home. We'll come to that in a minute. Ipswich just scraped past Portsmouth. I also saw as well. Owner director of football, head of recruitment, we're meeting all time. Adkins wasn't involved. Ooh. I was at work, Jenny. I didn't take my phone. I just thought, you know something, one time away. And I said, I bet you Adkins gets it. I bet you will be on. I'm surprised he wasn't. And I'm really surprised that we've got nearly third away through the season and not a manager's gone yet. I do believe, though, when one pushes a manager, maybe a couple of others will panic and push. I don't think someone wants to be the third because the attention's going to be on them. I think they're all waiting for each other. Let me know what your opinions on that. I think they're just kind of waiting for someone to make the first move. Hello, mate. Hello, Ellis. Let's all laugh at Wednesday. Oh, there you go. There you go. For Abby. Come to your comments, Konami. Right. Okay, the next bit. We are going on to Fleetwood. It's Fleetwood next. And we'll come to our Grayson Park now. And Fleetwood, again, 12 games into the season. Now, where do I see us at? We played the first 3 games and people said we're unlucky not to get anything. I know I've got glasses and can't see at the best of times, but I don't see how we were unlucky in any of those. I thought Portsmouth at home, I thought 2 very poor sides. And I said that at the time about Portsmouth. I thought they were very poor on the day. Didn't really create much. Beat us. Lincoln away, possibly could have got a point at the best. We were 1-0 up, sat back and they dominated and battered us second half and deserved the victory. Sheffield Wednesday, again, I thought they weren't at the probably third gear, beat us. Then went into a period where Plymouth and Cheltenham, we got results. But we still only won 3 and 12, and we're just above the relegation zone on 13 points. I think they were the only side in the. Let's have a look. In the bottom half, there's only 3. In the bottom kind of 10, there's only one side with a positive goal difference, and that is Fleetwood. And we're 1 point a place above the relegation zone. And I'm not calling for the manager, and I've not blamed Simon Grayson once yet this season. I've blamed him in games. I think sometimes he's made a tactical error, but I've not blamed him for where we are on the table and where we sit right now. I think it's a difficult job at Fleetwood. I think it's a squad full of youngsters. Your Paddy Lanes, your Jay Matetes, your Jed Garners, Shaden Morris. Then you've got players that, in my opinion, just aren't quite good enough for what Fleetwood have been used to. You've got to remember, we've gone from Paul Coots, Glenn Whelan, Mark Duffy to Harrison Biggins, who there is a difference in quality. Biggins isn't as good as those, and maybe we haven't got, defensively, we're a young centre-half partnership last night. One's a left centre-half, one's a left-back, or a midfielder, by the way, not a centre-half. Max Clark, I feel from him, I think he's been a bit of a whipping boy this year. And James Hill is a very young defender who will learn. I thought he was our best player last night. I think Grayson is the right man to keep us on the right platform. I'm not calling for him. The next 3, if Fleetwood have got, are Ipswich, Wycombe and Wigan. That is 3 big games. Lose them and we are in the poo-poo, basically. So, and I might start, quit YouTube and never be seen again. But I think we've got to be patient. I think there's a lot to come. We're only 4 points off 13th at the end of the day. So results will come. I think we're better than 4 teams in the division. I'll be honest with you. We are going to be in the bottom 6 or the bottom 8 come the end of the season. But just be patient. Just be patient. I don't know why we're panicking, because we're getting better. And performances, I think in the last 10 games, I think we're 12th. Take the first 3 games out of it, we're 12th. You know what I mean? And it says a lot. We're not going to win every week. We're not that side. Burton, fantastic yesterday. O'Connor, that's 2 corner goals in 2. It's 1 defeat in 5 now for them. And it's the first clean sheet in 8. So it's a good win, that. And the difference was yesterday, Adkins and Jefferson up front for them are 2 big lads. Shithousery and, can hold the ball up, bring others into play. He'd beat that front 2 a proper Brian Clough striker. Hold it up, bring others into play, and can get in the box and score, can score goals. We don't have that, unfortunately, in my opinion. And great result for them, just outside the playoffs. Gillingham 1, Doncaster 0. Great result for the Gills at home. It's a second victory at home for Dean Oliver. The man in form. Doncaster still on 7 points, 6 points adrift, averaging at half a goal a game. Again, when will they react? Not great. They have lost all 7 away games they have played this year. And again, not scoring many goals, only scored 2 away this season. A tough game on Saturday, me would think, as Cheltenham come to town. Lincoln 0, Wimbledon 1. Lincoln, no consistency. The last 5, they've won 2, they've lost 2, and they've drawn 1. 7 points collected. Wimbledon, Presley from the penalty spot, 17 points. First winning 5, back up that league they go, and it's a clean sheet away from home. It's a vital win for Robinson's men. Again, they are looking very well organised. 68 points into the start of last year, which is the lowest in League One, but they're only 3 behind Doncaster, who Doncaster finished a lot better than them last year. So Wimbledon improving. Oxford 2, Shrewsbury 0. Sykes and Brannigan on the score sheet. Shrewsbury still that single point away from home. Only scored 10 goals this year. Shrewsbury conceded 20, but Oxford have one of the best home forms in the division. They've won 5 from the first 8 and climbing that League One table up to 8, just a point outside. They're only 7 points off Sunderland, but again, performing well, which you don't normally do at this stage of the season. Carl Robinson's men are a joy to watch. Plymouth 3, Bolton 0. Bolton have conceded 23 goals this year. They've lost 3 in a row without scoring now. 4-0, 3-0 and a 1-0. It's Sheffield Wednesday. Galloway, Grant and Broom. Let me know if you saw the Plymouth goal, by the way. It was really weird. They go through a goal. The keeper rushes out, takes it around the goalkeeper, and the rain and the pitch was so up. He stopped the ball. Only in League One you'd find that. But Plymouth are 13 unbeaten. They've won 8, drawn 5, scored 25 goals, and away at Morecambe at the weekend. This Plymouth side can go all the way. I'm telling you. I'll tell you this every week. They've got a fantastic manager. They've back three that they play with wing backs. They create chances. They've got enough core in the midfield defensively. They've got attacking players going forward. Hardy and Jeff go up front. The only thing stopping them is if Lowe goes or if a player goes. You saw that with Doncaster last year when Ben Whiteman left the football club. Simple as that. Great result for Plymouth. Bolton, though, haven't scored in 6 of the last 9 games. And then the others, they scored 11. We're coming on to the big part now. Let's hold the breath and come to your comments before we go. Is Holgate back yet? I think we're missing him personally, if I'm honest with you, James. Charlton next at home. Should be at home in my eyes. We'll come to that in a minute. Grayson out. Get out of it. Get out of it. Like, when people say that to me, who are we going to bring in instead? Like, you know what I mean? Like, up the imps, even though I support Wigan, Mike Hill, love it. We're going down. Stuart Wallace, yep, I agree with you there, pal. Yeah, keep them flowing, keep your questions coming in, and we will come to it. If you'll give the stream a like, that'd be much appreciated, guys. Currently on 20. If you could subscribe as well. Opinions on Sheffield United, good club, I like him. Go on the Cowley Dragon. Do you think Mark Bonner will keep Cambridge in the league? Yes, I do. I like Cambridge and I like what they're about. Portsmouth 0, Ipswich Town 4. Now Ipswich, what a reaction they have had. A dreadful season so far. The 5 points off the playoffs with 13 games. 2 games the back in. They've won 4 games out of the first 3. They've drawn 5. They've only lost 4. When you think of Ipswich have had a bad start, you think they've lost a lot of games. A lot of those defeats came earlier on. They scored 27 goals so far this year. It's what? 2.1 a game. I said to Ipswich fans, Paul Cook needs 16 games. If he's not improved, come at me and I'll come back with my response after I've watched them in those games. I watched them against Morecambe. And I watched them again. I watched them in the cup as well, which was kind of a reserve game for them, really. And I watched them on a bit on Saturday against Cambridge, just like kind of key highlights. The way they move the football, they use space, they use the wingers, and they've got so many good attacking players. And I really like that about him. Paul Cook is a feisty guy, wears his heart on the sleeve, and I think that suits Ipswich. I think in recent years, Lambert, hasn't really been there. I think he's a bit of a dull guy. Ipswich want to be excited. Ipswich are a club with passionate supporters, loud supporters, at the gates, miles away on the Tuesday night, they're up for it, whatever it is. And Paul Cook just gets that football club. And Macaulay Bonne, mistake by Bazunu, who's probably been their best player this year, Portsmouth. Good to see him. And then Chaplin, Aluko, and Wes Burns getting a goal. 5 points off the playoffs. They scored 4 against Portsmouth, 6 against Doncaster. They score goals for fun. If they can just keep that back door shut and improve that game knowledge, I think they're going to be fine this year and they will be in that top 6. But Portsmouth, they have won 1 game in the last 10. I don't care, right? I know he's only had 6 months, Cowley. If that was Jacket, with the resources they had, they'd be absolutely caning him. Absolutely caning him, they would. And Portsmouth fans, you've probably always had 6 months and 1 window. Jacket had 3.5 years. Has the football changed, ask yourself? Are you still being battered in games? Yes. Are you still dull to watch? Yes. Are you still going long ball? Yes. What's changed? What has changed in 6 months? I personally believe Cowley needs time. I'm not asking for the manager out at Portsmouth. They have lost 6 in those 10 and drawn 3. So you think about it, 4 points in 10 is horrific at the end of the day. Conceding 8 to Rotherham and Ipswich, are 2 good sides. I don't care if they're good sides. Portsmouth Football Club are a massive football club who've got good players. 4 years ago, if I was to do a League One 11, best 11 in each position, I'd say 4 or 5 Portsmouth players would get in. You know, your Jamel Lowe's, your Watmores, your Clarks, Lee Brown in his prime, McGilvery, Curtis, possibly. Then you've got Naylor, who's a good player, Ben Close. No, I've just named 7 or 8 players there. And they've just not reacted to those players moving on. That is ownership problems. That is, reinvestment back into the football club. But it's just not good enough. They've not won away since the opening day at Fleetwood. I just don't know where this Portsmouth side go, if I'm honest with you. Like, I think they're an average bunch, if I'm honest with you. But Portsmouth fans, let me know what you think of it. I think you're in a lot of trouble this year, and I don't think you'll go down, but I don't think you're going to go anywhere near the top 10, if I'm honest with you. I think, look at that top 10. Plymouth, Sunderland, Wycombe, Wigan, Rotherham, MK, Burton to an extent, Oxford, Sheffield Wednesday. I say even Accrington and Bolton are better than them. Ipswich are better than them. Lincoln are better than them. Just name 12 or 13 clubs that are better than them. There's a couple of clubs, Cambridge and Cheltenham, doing very well. And can they maintain that over a 46-game period? It's going to be hard to judge, but Ipswich, great win for them. I'm really looking forward to going to a proper stadium on Saturday. Proper manager, proper supporters. Good guy as well. Rotherham 0, Wycombe 0. I just think this is 2 good sides playing at each other. A clean sheet for both teams. Wycombe only lost 2 away. They've got the 3rd best away form in the league. The 5 unbeaten, 3 clean sheets in 3. Rotherham 7th clean sheet of the season. They've 7 unbeaten since a 4-2 defeat to Fleetwood. They've only conceded 3 in that run. So again, good draw. And MK Dons, what a result that is. 1-0 down, 2-1 away at Wigan. And again, Charlie White scores his 30th goal since the start of last season. A good tally for him, but 3 points dropped for Wigan, and the 4 behind Plymouth now, and 3 behind Sunderland. You cannot catch breath in Sky Bet League One. Come on, guys, come at me with your questions before we go into the latter stages of predicting Saturday's results, and we'll go into a 10-minute Q&A. So if you could like the stream, that'd be appreciated. We're currently on 27 likes. Let's try and get to 50. I think we've got the power in here to do it. And subscribe down below. The reason it's picking up is because Paul Cook realised Wesley's best position is the bench. Look at the goal per game average. Unreal. Sunderland 3, Charlton 0. Exactly. 2 and a bit goals a game. You know what I mean? And you're scoring against good sides as well. Mike Pollock and Pontus Dahlberg are flying the parent clubs, and we closely monitor them. Fair play. Is that Pontus Dahlberg who's at Doncaster? No, I know he's been their best player this year, to be fair. How long are you giving Grayson? Give me 10 more games. And if we're in the bottom 4 and we're needing points, and maybe have a look. At the minute, we're okay. We've got games in hand, which mean nothing. Yesterday was an embarrassment, by the way. Didn't talk, by the way, for nearly 2 hours yesterday. Hi, Ben. I CBA with Doncaster at the moment. I don't blame you. They're embarrassing. Get rid of Wellens and you'll go on a good run. I'm telling you. He's not a good manager, Richie Wellens. Think Nigel Adkins will be... No. Adkins will be the first to go, in my opinion. Right, then. The next part. Very, very simply, 12 games. I'm going to give you a fixture, and you've got to say home win. So basically, home, draw, or win. So all you need to do, get involved in the chat down below. This is for Saturday's fixtures, and that is the running order. We're going to start off with Accrington at home to Portsmouth, and I have gone for a home win. Accrington better at home. Again, great result in the week. I know probably taking a lot of legs out of them. Portsmouth need a reaction, but I don't think they're going to get it. It's been a bit of a bogey ground for Portsmouth over the years. We lost 4-1 a couple of years ago. I'm going for a home win in that one. Let me know in the chat what you're going for. Very interested to hear some of your guys' opinions on it. So we can circle Atkinson's name. We've got home win, home, draw. Ooh, interesting. Draw, home win, draw again. Not bad. Atkinson again. Just need to keep up that consistency at the moment. Wimbledon against Wigan. I've gone for an away win. Wimbledon got a great result in the week, but Wigan have got that bounce back and that strong mentality where I believe in them to bounce back. In my opinion, I think they'll bounce back fairly well. I've gone for a Wigan victory. In that one, I think I might be agreed on that. I think a majority will go for an away win. No offence to Wimbledon. Away win, away, home. Ooh. Sunderland fan, I see why. Away, draw, not bad. So yeah, Wigan in this one. Bolton against Gillingham. Bolton need to react at home. Time to kick on. Gillingham not so great away. Only won once away. Bolton a little bit better at home. Gone for a Bolton victory in this one. I think just about the Wanderers will get 3 points. Home win. Let me know. Yours down below. Away. Ooh. Home. Draw. Home. Away. Ooh, some big shouts there. Burton Oxford, I've gone for away. Burton are on a good form right now, but Oxford, I like them. And they're a funny side, Oxford. They pull out results at key times. We'll go for an Oxford win in that one. So an away victory. In that one, home says Harry. Burton Albion to get a victory. Away, draw. So fairly, I think they're two good sides. They're both, it's basically 7th against 8th. So both sides are, home. Ooh. Tell you what, Sunderland AFC for life, you've gone for some big shouts so far. Doncaster against Cheltenham. I've gone for a draw. I think Cheltenham will be happy with a draw, just not to lose, because it's a big banana skin. Because Doncaster, they're not that bad. I know they've been bad this year. If they can get out there not losing and 7 points from 9, it's a perfect week for them, in my opinion. And Doncaster just need to stop the rot. I'm going to go for a 0-0 in that one. I'm going to go for a draw. Away, draw, home, draw, away. And we're going to come to Gillingham. Gills, I'm going to go for 2-0. Home. Ooh, Doncaster, I picked up all 7 points at home this year. So, 7 points from 6 isn't that bad at home, to be fair. It's been their away form that's been embarrassing. Ipswich against Fleetwood. I've nailed on an Ipswich victory in that one. I think they'll beat us, if I'm honest with you. I think it'll be a fairly 1-0 or a 2-0 victory. But Fleetwood are a team of fighters. But Ipswich are a good side. Aluko, Chaplin, Burns. Aluko, Chaplin. Think of another good player, Burgess. They've got too many players to mention how many they've got. It's an unbelievable talented squad. I've gone for a home victory. I think 3 or 4 games. I don't think they'll be there long. Home, draw, home, away win. Love that. Go on the Cods. Ipswich 2-0. Draw 3-2 Ipswich. Come on, guys. MK Dons versus Rotherham. 2 very good sides. MK Dons are a funny side. They pull out results when you don't expect them to. Rotherham are on good form right now, but I've gone for a home win. I think Milton Keynes will beat Rotherham on Saturday. I think it'll be a good, 1-0 victory. I'm going to go for a home win. Home, draw, Rotherham, draw, home, it's a kind of a mixture. I think it's two good sides. I think they both take a draw not to lose that game, if I'm honest with you. But they both need to win, really. Morecambe against Plymouth. Morecambe on a rot, needs a reaction. I think it'll be a draw in that one. I know Plymouth are a very good side, but anything to keep that unbeaten run going and swift momentum. I've gone for a draw. Let me know your opinions down below. Away. Ooh, I'll tell you what. Plymouth, no one backing the mighty Shrimps. Next up, Sheffield Wednesday against Lincoln. I've gone for a Sheffield Wednesday win. About time. Get back-to-back home wins. Build consistency. You know, at least they haven't been losing games of football. I can't believe I'm saying that about Sheffield Wednesday. At least they haven't been losing. Jesus Christ. Never thought I'd say that in my life. Need to win. Need a clean sheet. Need to score goals. Need to be on the front foot. Need to play 4 at the back. A lot of needs, but they need to get 3 points. That's the only need that they need. Too many needs. Special needs. Home win. Home. Grayson out, Presley in. Stop that. Sheffield Wednesday are woeful. They're not inconsistent enough. I wouldn't be surprised if they're there at the end of the season, though, because on the day they can beat anyone. Cod Army. Lincoln. Ooh, big shout. Shrewsbury against Cambridge. I've gone for a Shrewsbury win. Shrewsbury are quite good at home. 10 points collected this year from 7 home games, which isn't a bad return rate. It's not really a point and a half a game. You know, you can survive on that. Just need to improve away. Going for a home win in that. Home draw. Obviously Cambridge haven't won in 5. Draw, home. Not bad. Sunderland against Charlton. Sunderland win. End of story, in my opinion. They've won all the home games so far. They get 6 out of 6. Unbelievable at home. I think they're going to make it 7. I do think, though, it's a banana skin, and Charlton are just not at the race at the moment, in my opinion. Home. I don't agree with it, personally. Home. Away. Love it. And finally, Wycombe against Crewe. Wycombe win. They've won all the 4 home games this year. That is going to carry on. Again, the table, Doncaster, Crewe, Charlton and Shrewsbury all sit in that bottom 4. Fleetwood, Gills and Morecambe just sit a little bit above. Then you've got Portsmouth and Cambridge and Lincoln coming in. You top 8, Oxford and Burton just outside of those playoffs. MK Dons, Rotherham, Wigan and Wycombe sit in the top 6. And Sunderland and Plymouth lead the way on unbeaten runs. Very good to watch. I think they're going to be just fine. This season, they bounce back every time something has gone against them. Everyone's going for a Wycombe win. Now, we have got about 10 minutes. Ask anything you like. League One, footballing related. This is the bit we can chill out. Ask anything you'd like for the Q&A segment. And again, I just also want to say thank you very much for all the support this season since going to League One content. We've been doing a lot of streams. Obviously, there's always at least one if there's just a 2-game week. But if it's a 3-game week, there's always 2. One from Saturday, one from the Tuesday night. Let me know if you are enjoying these streams. If you want to see more of them, and we can do them. Obviously, a lot of videos coming on League One with the top 10 series is coming. We're going to do best home fans next, and we are going to do the best 10 players in League One. So, if you want to see that, hit a like on this stream and let me know in the chat down below. If you want to see any more League One content, let me know. We have gained, I think, a whopping 500 or 600 subscribers so far this season, which is unbelievable. I set myself a very ambitious aim to get to 9,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which is a big goal, but with you guys, I think we can do it. So, yeah, go on the Cods, eh? You reckon Grimsby are the real... you reckon Grimsby, the real Cods, will go straight back up? Get out of it. Yeah, they will. It will be bottom at Christmas. Doncaster, in my opinion. Doncaster or Crewe. They're both as bad as each other at the moment. Thinking of the Crewe, I don't think they're going to change manager. Dave Artell's been there long enough to walk away on his terms. And I think it's got to a stage where, they've only lost 7 out of the first 13. They've won 1. They need to win more games of football. But that 4-0 and 3-0 defeat to Fleetwood has really switched my mind on them. I just thought they were starting to get a little bit better. But I watched them and they were terrible on Saturday. Their best player was a defender, and it was Cottirel Thomas and that Jaskalainen. But when you can see them 7-2, and they're your best players, it says a lot. Are you surprised that our Barton's doing at Rovers? Not really, no. Because people didn't realise how much money he had at Fleetwood. And the thing that annoys me is that people are going to compare Grayson to Barton when Grayson's on a Mars bar and a Kit Kat of a budget, and Joe Barton's on a Ferrero Rocher and a Kinder Bueno budget, you know what I mean? And he's probably got that from Waitrose. Grayson's shopping in Aldi, for God's sake. Or even B&M's at sometimes. Plymouth have not got the depth of squad to challenge the whole season. I hate when people say this. It really winds me up. Like, why can't smaller squads compete? Fleetwood under Rosler had a total backman. We probably had a squad of about 16 players. We played literally the same 11 every week, and we probably make 1 or 2 changes every week. It would be either Hunter or Ball, or Hunter or Cole, or Glendon or Bobby Grant, or we changed Ash Easton for Bolger or something like that. That's it. Smaller squads, they're a tight-knit community, they run for each other, and when you're winning games of football, it's a good place to be in that smaller squad, because the spirit in the dressing room, you know your roles, you know you're going to be playing every week. Whereas at Ipswich, whereas at Portsmouth, whereas at Bolton with bigger squads, you don't know if you're going to be even in the 18 at times. So it can be frustrating time. At least when you settle down in the team, you can perform better. Whereas people come into these bigger squads, you know they've got to perform, and the pressure's on. Whereas at Plymouth, it isn't. If they don't finish in the top 6, if they finish in the top 12, it's been a magnificent season for them. They were just above the relegation zone last year. They conceded, 82 goals last year? Second biggest in League One behind Rochdale, conceded like 91. Unbelievable. Squad size isn't everything. I really don't believe that. It will have an effect at key times like Christmas. I do agree with you. But over a 46 game season, I think they'll be more than fine. I think they'll challenge for the top 6. If they're not in the top 8 by the end of the season, I'll be very surprised. They've got 2 good strikers. If injuries come, that's where they'll be worried. I'll be honest with you. Nappers, top man to see you at Portman Road. Hope to see. Yep, absolutely. Follow me on Twitter, guys. FTSC Nappers. I'll be at the ground from about 12:30, 1 o'clock. I want to get a lot of interviews done Saturday for different videos, because we are wanting to make a little video on Ipswich this season for some League One content. So if you're interested, Ipswich fan, to be involved in this new segment that we're doing on the channel, give me a message on Twitter. FTSC Nappers, just put, I want to be involved, and we'll sort it. I'll come interview you before the game. If you could have any Sheffield Wednesday play at Fleetwood, now I don't want to go Barry Bannon because that's boring, and he's excellent, but he's getting on now. Dominic Iortha, the man is a beast. Like, I'm not being funny. He was every header. He is literally like the Great Wall of China. That is what he is. Like, he's a machine. He shouldn't even play in League One. Absolute beast. Mobile. He's very mobile. Great driving forward. Wins edges on the halfway line. Great in the box. My opinion, the best centre-half in League One by a mile. We're coming to your comments. Don't worry, we'll get through them all. I'm going to be behind here. We're quite a few. There we are, James. We found yours. Top goal scorer. Ooh, I'm going to go for Ross Stewart. He's got 9 already. I like him. Good mobile, good in the box, left foot, right foot, header. Do you think a game should be abandoned in the last few minutes of the game, no matter the weather? No. Anything past the 65th minute, in it. Charlton will go up. Do you think Sunderland will be promoted this season? Yes. I think there's something different. I think they've got a different mentality. They're winning games of football. They're scoring goals. They've got a good striker. Who's going up? Wigan, Sunderland and Wycombe, in my opinion, at this moment. Close contenders will be playoffs. Will be like the likes of Rotherham, MK Dons, Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday, Oxford. Then you've got your Burtons. Then you've got the outsiders. Your Boltons, your Accringtons, Lincolns potentially on the day are good enough. I've not said Charlton. What does that say? What's scoring for Saturday? 2-0 to Ipswich, I think, mate. I just said, mobile, good in the box, holds it up, looks the real deal. How many players will Bristol Rovers finish with on Saturday? 10, because the referee's always on their side instead, so it makes it a 12v10. I was at the Fleetwood Sound 3-2 Cheltenham game. I'm a Cheltenham fan. Come on, you Reds. Come on, Cheltenham. Love to see that. Fair play. Long way. Who'll be top at Christmas? Sunderland or Wigan, in my opinion. One of those two. Win the league by 8 points from an AFC. Last night made me want to cry. You know that picture of that girl? I'll tell you how it goes, kiss, kiss. Looking glamorous. 20 minutes later, 19 minutes later, mascara all over, crying her eyes out. That's what I was watching Fleetwood is like. How many plastic surgeries has Amanda Staveley had? I'll tell you what, I was thinking that myself. Abysmal after 20 minutes. Sunderland this year, fine. Oh, I know. Sunderland fans can get off my case. My message I get from Sunderland fans: did you see this? Did you see that? How good are we this year? You hate us. Oh, just please go up. Put us out of our misery. Andrews is rubbish, agree. Oh, he's terrible over free kicks, isn't he? Never scores one. Miss Callum Wright. Huge miss for Cheltenham, that, by the way. People were saying, 3M. Like, they've lost their best player in Callum Wright in the middle of the park. Unbelievable player. What a loan signing. Cheltenham have a few ex-Doncaster players. They do speak. Like Matty Blair, what a legend, by the way. Tell you what annoys me. You look at a lot of the league players in League Two that still get in Fleetwood's team. Hunt would still get in Fleetwood's team. Ash Easton would walk in and be captain at Fleetwood as well. So top six at the start of the season. People had a reality check last night. I think top six is definitely at minimum for me. I think you'll have a go at challenging for top two. I think it's literally going to be between Sunderland, Wickham and Wigan and Rotherham for top two. Then MK Dons, Plymouth, Oxford, Sheffield Wednesday in the next bracket. Then the third bracket, I'd probably put Burton, Bolton. No, I put Ipswich in the second bracket, challenging the top six. Then that third bracket, the outside, is Burton, Bolton, Sheffield Wednesday at this moment in time. Because every time I've seen them, I just don't know. They're in between that second and third bracket for me at the moment. But your manager will make mistakes. MK Dons are a good side, by the way. They're, no mugs. See you Saturday, Alex. I'll give you a message when I'm on my way, pal. Thoughts on MK Dons getting better at Wigan? It doesn't surprise me. What I liked about that, they lost lost a couple of games. Didn't get the way in games that they should have done. Obviously, lost to Doncaster, but the bounce back ability from it, didn't win in 3, bounced back against a good side, 1-0 down away from home when the chips are down, and won. That shows a good mentality. Your Twines, your Kizabos who got a goal yesterday. Is that right? Wigan's 3 defeats this year. 2 of them have involved in own goal. Both of them at home. Power was the one against Sheffield Wednesday. But I like this MK Dons side. Young, vibrant, experienced in some areas. Hungry, scores goals. Exactly like you say, mate. I agree. Thank you, Katie. Yeah, I'm interested, Kate. We'll have to get you on for a show if you're interested. It'd be great to hear your opinions on Wigan. What do you think Fleetwood will be? I've answered that. Only beating one of the top 6 after playing 4, only 4 points. Yeah, but if you can beat all the other teams, I think you'll be all right. At Wednesday away on the tram, they were singing Liam Palmer. Stats said that MK only had 42% of Wigan. Bit unusual, that. Different ways to skin a cat, as I like to say quite often. But again, great result for the Dons last night. They're a good side, got good players, and they'll be up there come the end of the season. Bolton will go up. Need to score a goal first, pal. Well, Donny B with Mason Greenwood. 24th. So now the best goalkeeper. Hoffenheim was unreal against Fleetwood. I think it was his debut. Alfie May. Oh, mate, he was a workhorse against Fleetwood. He was one of the best players I've seen this year. If I were making 11 from the third, well, I watched it Fleetwood 11 times at the 12. I didn't go Plymouth away because he had COVID. But he'd be in my 11 anyway because he was outrageous that day. Scored a good goal as well. I think so. I think Jay Matete will leave as well. Yeah. Our quality between our first excel and some of the backups players are injured bands showing the last few games. Exactly. That's the difference, mate. It's the difference. You think Bond will be recalled? As a player, you don't want to be recalled. He's in the form of his life at a football club he loves. I don't think so. I think just get to January, keep scoring goals, and if you're in the playoffs, I think he'll want to stay. And I think Ipswich will buy him, if I'm honest with you. I think they'll do everything they can get to go out and buy him. Anyway, guys, that is the end of tonight's stream. A slightly shorter one, but again, a good 50-odd minutes round. If you did enjoy it, smash that like, smash subscribe. Just under 10 subscribers away now from that, marker of 7,200, closing in on 8,000. You know what to do. Again, Ipswich away on Saturday. There'll be a match day vlog. If you've not seen my Burton one, not doing as well as usual, go and give it a view. You can see me in pain. You can see me absolutely fuming. Again, on to Saturday. We go to Ipswich. Ipswich fans, get in touch if you would like to get in the vlog on Saturday. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. Looking forward to it. More League One videos coming next week. There'll be 2 videos and 1 stream. There'll be a Monday night stream reviewing Saturday's games. But thank you very much for watching, guys. It is much, much appreciated. And until next time, it's a big over and out from me. Thank you, Lewis. Thanks, Katie. Thanks, Mother. Thanks, Hacker. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Ellis. Thanks to everyone who's watching. Thanks to everyone who has joined in the chat, because without you, it's not a show. Until next time, guys, I will see you later. Up the cards. All the best to your team this weekend. And yeah, all the best. Go on the cards. Captain Pugwash is the best football music in football history. Go on the cards.